boy, this pandemic has caused so many changes for all of us. It can make us feel down, anxious, depressed. So we decided to turn to our dear friend and New York Times bestselling author, Robyn Spizman. She recently wrote a book called Loving Out Loud, and we just want simple ways to spread kindness and joy, and it all comes back to us. Take a look. I think for so many of us, especially now that we are seeing another rise in cases, we're all thinking, where is the light at the end of this tunnel? And so I know you have some simple tips and suggestions to help us make sure that we are living in the present and that we don't put happiness on hold. And let's dive right into your first one.
All right, well, the first thing I want to just say is it's very important to value the power of a word. When you say something kindly, when you say it without being rushed, not hurrying, not stressed, it sets a tone in your household. So I love the fact that you start noticing how you sound. Like, listen to yourself. Do you sound kind and supportive, or do you sound kind of pushy and demanding? Right. So let's start there and saying, I am open to growing. I'm open to being a better version of me during this pandemic. Can we be bitter, or are we going to be better? Will we be bitter or better? And I'm trying every day to say, okay, how can I have a better day? And then share it with those around me.
Right. Such good advice. And that is a reality check for me, and Jim, because we don't want to let what we're feeling inside, maybe the stress, the turmoil, spill over and have the kids then all of a sudden be on high alert. And they already are. Yes. They already are living through this time. So we have to set the tone that we're okay and we're going to get through it. We're going to get through it together. Your next tip. Tell me more about these. I love the way you always put things in a way that are easy for us to remember, the way that you phrase these things.
Well, we have to make it memorable. So like Robyn will remember it. Like I said last night to an interview, a friend of mine was talking to me and I said, I think I wrote this book so I have a reminder to, instead of focusing on the to-do list, which is, we can create 100 things to do, but a to-love list. So I have a pad by my bedside. I have a pad at the kitchen table. And occasionally I'll write down, who do I need to love? Who could use a thank you? Yes. What old friend of mine, teacher, person who helped me, the woman who did my alterations. I'm talking about the spectrum of individuals who might need that uplifting word. Think of the power of your presence. And it's a present and a gift to say, I thought about that time you saved the day. Here's what I remember.
Okay, this next one, again, I love, and it's going to be something that I always try to remember. Be interested instead of interesting.
And we can be interesting all day. Yeah. But if we're interested in someone else, their life, their family, their children, get to know another person's deepest, darkest concerns, as well as what are they excited about, because it could be contagious.
Yes. And lastly, I love this one, and that is encourage the kids to be a kinder finder. A kinder finder. Explain that.
Well, I think one of the most wonderful things is we can teach kids that when you tell me out loud, you appreciate me, you might love me, whatever it is, our hearts smile. And being a kinder finder means let's start looking for people doing good deeds. Any individual, maybe that lifted a hand and outstretched a hand and helped you, a piano teacher, anyone in your life. And I think there's so many ways now, virtually, with Zoom, with just your cell phone. You can video a kid and saying, thank you, I remember when. So I think being a kinder finder in kids playing I Spy Kindness. And if you sit around in your family at dinner, I Spy Kindness, someone might be, using a fork properly, or someone might be, putting a napkin in a lap, or kindness comes in all shapes and sizes.
Thank you, my friend. I so appreciate you.
I just love being on Atlanta & Company, and I miss you all, and the best of Loving Out Loud.
Boy, did I need that this morning. That was a great reminder for all of us. Thank you so much, Robyn.